Hi guys and welcome back to Stirling Timepieces watch tutorials. I am Danny and today I will show you how to change straps on your watches, why choose certain type of straps over others, and finally give you some tips how to travel with your watch or watches. When you're diving into the hobby, watches are the tip of the iceberg. Enthusiasts are just as interested in different accessories as the watches themselves, and rightly so. The market is packed with cool stuff. A one watch collection, whatever that is, but to be fair, legends say that it does exist, can still be elevated with a good selection of straps. When you're buying a watch, however, you should always spend a bit more, and if the piece that you're after is available on a bracelet, always go for that. Most manufacturers will include a rubber or a NATO strap in the box, but even if your watch doesn't come with a spare, these are easily sourced from third-party manufacturers or even the brand itself. Steel bracelets, however, should be secured with your original watch, as getting them later can be quite expensive, depending on the brand. A steel bracelet is usually robust and will go with every occasion. A rubber strap is always a great summer or a beachside option, as it's easier to clean and offers great comfort. The only issue is that their lifespan is finite and tend to be rather sporty looking. It all depends on the watch itself though. NATO straps are derived from the military, as it was cheap and easy to manufacture and offered great durability during operations. A sporty looking strap for sure, offering great comfort, water resistance, and another great security feature. With steel, rubber, and even leather straps comes a problem. If the spring bar fails, the watch will leave your wrist and will bounce off the ground, causing it potential damage. The NATO strap, since it's tied to you and weaved through itself, will most likely remain on the wearer's wrist. The selection of colours for both of these variants are almost endless, so you can keep your collection fresh looking at all times. Leather straps are also a timeless classic. For dress pieces or for colder climates, it's a great look for sure. Tool watches, however, tend to avoid the use of them as it can be a mismatch sometimes. Unless you have a strap monster of a watch, that just means that no matter the strap, your piece will look the business. So how do we actually change straps? A fairly simple thing to do, but everything starts with a good tool. Don't buy cheap strap tools as they will just scratch your watch and they're more likely to be rammed through your finger than completing the strap change. Buy once, cry once. Turning your watch over, examine the bracelet or strap. There is a chance that it is equipped with a quick release mechanism, a truly great gift for the user. If it does, just press the little knobs together and the bracelet releases. You should probably invest in spare spring bars as well, as they tend to fly around and never to be seen again. You will probably need them for quick release bracelets as well to replace the original one. For your standard spring bars, use the strap tool. Find a little fork end, get it in the gap, push it clear from the case. Repeat on the other side, and done. Get your new strap, place one bar in the hole. Use the strap tool and push the other bar and slot it in place. Simple really. The method is same across the board no matter the strap material. NATO straps, however, will need to be waved through. Attach the spring bars to the case on both sides, like so. Pull the NATO under once, twice, again to secure, and done. When attaching the NATO to your arm, it will most likely leave some material hanging. Just tuck it away, and you're set. The only thing you might find annoying with them is that they make the watches a bit thicker as they pass under the watch, sometimes even twice. This is however compensated because you can just change them in 2 seconds without taking the spring bars off. Gain some, lose some. When travelling, it is ideal to take a few straps with you, especially if you're only taking the one watch for the trip, as I tend to do. If you want to take multiple watches for different occasions, you're also spoiled for choice for boxes, rolls, etc. However, I would recommend the Stirling watch roll as it is secure, easy to use, and takes up a lot less space than bigger boxes or other items. Some will offer more security, but you have to deal with the bulk. In any case, it's going to be your choice. Always have a think before travelling with multiple watches though. Where are you going? Can you keep them safe at home or in the hotel? Losing expensive watches is never worth it, even if they're insured. Travel light and travel safe. Look after your watches at all times. When not in use, try and store them in a box of your choosing at home, or a watch winder, or even a stand. When setting your watch down, don't put them on the crown side. Setting it down on its bracelet or back will likely scratch it as well. I always place them on the side, if not in a box. This, to be fair, should always be a temporary measure. The sooner you scratch your watch, the better though. It should be worn. Do not baby them. Especially not our products. They are made to be worn. If they get dirty, you can always use an old soft toothbrush with some soap and give them a rinse under the tap. Just make sure to check the water resistance first. Now you know how to change straps, travel with your watches, and keep them clean. You're set for any adventure. Hope this video was quite helpful for a lot of you out there, and I will see you in the next one.